Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Saturday to my Jasmy fam. I just wanted to jump on here and check up on you guys. My name is Skippy from Crypto Driving, and I know it's rough right now. Everything's down like crazy. Don't get down on yourself. It's not just Jasmy, it is everything. Everything's on fire. It's not good. We're gonna see what happens. But I did tell you in my last video that I wanted to do some research on Jasmy, because honestly, I've invested more than a handful of times on swing trades, and now I'm kind of longing my position on Jasmy because I do believe in the project. And here's why. I value people's data, not for monetary, but for privacy issues. What Jasmy does is kind of puts the data collection into the user's hands. Now, I'm gonna give you a little dirty secret about the cannabis industry in Canada. Now, I'm sure other places too, they also sell your data, but here specifically, it's really bad. I know there's companies that will sell products pretty much at cost just to get your data. I'm not involved with that. I honestly hate that, and people don't know. They just don't know. They make an order on your website, or they make an order on your at your store under your VIP program. It's all data collection. Whether you willingly know it, it's all data collection. Who's it sold to? You think it's just that company that's, you know, using your information for marketing? Hell no. Hell no. How do you think all these people get your email? I never signed up for this. It's because they're selling your data, and you, in lieu of, you know, a 10% discount here or there, or whatever, you know. So your data is extremely, extremely important, and let me tell you why. Because anyone can purchase data. Now, this is definitely a scenario that does happen, but people will tell you it doesn't because it's pretty illegal. So, as a cannabis retailer, I know that the stigma behind cannabis is not great. I have old people come and yell at me all the time that basically I'm worse than a murderer, I'm a drug dealer, whatever. Yes, legally I sell cannabis. It is no more of a drug than alcohol or tobacco, so whatever. Like, yeah, you can tell me whatever you want. I know the science behind it. You know, go take a hike. So there are people that view it negatively, though. So where I live in Windsor, Ontario, it is a large manufacturing city. Many people work at Chrysler, which is one of the biggest companies in Windsor right now. They employ roughly 2,800 jobs directly, and they are hiring on at their new plant 3,200 jobs in Windsor, Essex, which is a massive, massive thing. Stellantis is the mother corporation, I guess, of Chrysler, and they're really expanding here. Windsor is the home of the minivan, so if you ever owned a Pacifica or any Chrysler van, really, it was built and, you know, designed in, like, pretty much here in Windsor. I know the minivan was specifically, you know, developed here and everything. So we have a very big manufacturing history. Henry Ford, you know, built the Canadian Ford plant here, the Essex engine plant, which is a few feet away from where I'm filming right now. It's world renowned. We are very well known for our production, but beside that, we have these massive jobs coming in the next year or two. So what they can do, not legally, but they can if they want, is go to these cannabis retailers or the cannabis data companies and say, hey, I have all these employees. Who am I gonna hire? Oh, this person spends this much a week on cannabis, not hired. Again, highly illegal, but guess what? It does happen. And if you don't think it happens, you are smoking some good shit, because it happens quite often. Behind closed doors, 100%, but it happens. I've been approached for data. I know this to be true. So that being said, your data is extremely important to your future. If you think it's big or not, it will affect your future. So why not keep your data or control who sees your data? So that's what Jasmy does, is it controls who can see your data. It gives you your iPhone. Your iPhone has so much data on it, it's disgusting. You would be disgusted at how much data it takes, and not just what you're buying, but everything, your searches, your this, that. Data comes in all shapes and sizes, all megabytes, all kilobytes, everything. So even your calculator takes data. Your calculator on your phone takes data. Keep that in mind, okay? So what Jasmy does is it's creating software and hardware that will enable you to sell that data to who you want to have that data. It makes it so these large companies like Facebook and everything, they aren't collecting your data. You're collecting your data, and you're in your own financial position to do what you want with that. You can sell it to whatever companies. I don't know the rates, I don't know what's exactly, but they are working on that. Now, why that is important, because there's so much data that's created in a day that if you took the data that came out today, it would take people a lifetime to read the entirety of the data that came out today. It would actually be more of their entire life than anything to even just read data. That's how much data is being, you know, produced through any electronic. Your car produces data. Your airplane has data. Everything has data. If you don't think it does, you're smoking that good. Data is compiled and super valuable, and that's what they want to do. They go, okay, well, we're gonna enable you to work with your own data. So that's kind of, you know, their whole thing. And I kind of wanted to go over what they had said on their in a few interviews in their whitelist, is that the Internet of Things, which is just, you know, the uses of Web3 kind of thing. So Web3 development of your data collection is going to be massive, 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 and we're so much, and who's at the forefront? Jasmy. It's all being tied in. Sorry if I lost you. It's being tied in that you are the controller of your data. Now, billion-dollar companies are using it. You think Amazon isn't using your data too? You're insane to think that, you know, they're not selling your data. Every person that collects your data is selling your data. Everyone. So basically they start out and say the Internet of Things was a gradual, natural movement from the iPhone. It encompasses hardware and devices, from handheld devices to cars to aircrafts. Internet of Things is constantly collecting data. Like I already said, everything's collecting your data. Now, the key feature is to support data democracy. So again, you choosing who gets to look at your data. It's not, you know, not Facebook's, it's yours. You get to choose. You get to see who collects your data, and you can tell everyone else if you don't want them to collect your data, no, I don't accept, go F yourself. So what it does, it handles your data as personal asset, and as it should be. Now, what will you be able to get for this? I'm not sure what you'll be able to redeem for your data. I'm assuming cryptocurrency. Would it be in form of Jasmy? I just don't know. But I do think you'll be able to get, I'm sure, Bitcoin, or you'll be able to pick a slew of rewards for your data, which, again, you should be rewarded for your, that's yours. Should be your property. Again, the million things you click, you don't really know what you're giving away. So if you live in Toronto, basically, I'm going to break this down for you. If you say you live in Toronto, that's just a roundabout way of saying it. Or you can give them an exact address. So it'll be used to guarantee, the blockchain will be used to guarantee authenticity of factual existence while remaining anonymous operation as a solution. So basically, if you didn't understand that, you can remain, you can just say, look, I'm in Toronto, or you can give exact, you know, your exact address. I live at 1234 Fake Street. My postal code, or my, you know, whatever is this. My phone number is this. You can give as little or as much as you want, and you can control that. And again, however much you give is how much you're gonna receive more as you're compensated for your data. So as Sony engineers, they can compile this info and use it in hardware and software. Now, that is where I'm going to get into the next video. Again, this one's already running along, so I'm going to get into who they are as a group of developers. And using your phone as a key. So let's say this, again, data is very important, and you use your phone as a, let's say, as a key to your door, like through Bluetooth or NFC technology. It's very important that you are the only holder of that, because again, you don't want people having a key to your house. They can replicate that. It's not good. So the holder of the wallet is the owner of that information, which again is the key to unlock your own home, which is extremely important. That's I guess a metaphor for your home is your data as well. You don't want everyone to have the key to your data. So with that being said, you're put in control of what it is. So basically what they want to get to is that the usage of Jasmy as on the blockchain and whatnot is going to be very valuable. Now they want tokens to be used for that data and whatnot, and they believe that the tokens will be indispensable to who owns them. The projects, the hardware, everything grows as it's, you know, goes up. Now there's a growing need for this technology, the NFC, which is again like a Bluetooth kind of thing, like unlocking your door. Jasmy is at the forefront of this. Again, aside from the Web3, they're at the forefront of this. So they can put focus to putting their use of this as a real world asset. So again, payment systems, you know, e-transfers, kind of stuff like that. You'll be able to e-transfer, or not e-transfer, to you know, pay for God knows what with this technology. So super great, and they have been inundated with people looking to use their technology because of COVID-19, because no one wants to touch anything anymore, and it's a perfect way to transfer data. And like, again, your cryptocurrency is also data too. So just keep in mind that there's a million different ways to use this technology, and they are configuring it right now. So very important that you guys know. Sorry for the long video, but it's extremely important for you guys to know that your data is so valuable. Don't let them, you know, misuse you for your data. Yes, Facebook is free, but is it really free? Nothing's ever free, right? So that's pretty much it. In short, Jasmy is very undervalued. It is going to be used in many things: NFCs, Bluetooth, and Web3 development and data usage. So its real world assets and usage are going to be mind-blowing. So keep that in mind when, you know, you're looking at what can benefit my future long term. Now, the price is extremely low, so not financial advice, but take a look at it and consider, you know, consider your options when investing, I guess I'll say. Great project, real world case, you know, use case, and a bright future for those that are currently invested and holding. Hope you guys had a good one. Hope this was informative, and keep your eye out tomorrow because I will be posting about who the founders of Jasmy are, the founders and the current developers. So you guys have a good one. I'll see you later.